has become more stringent. I think there's a lot that one could do earlier which you can't do as life progresses. You've got to be careful. I am quite careful of what I eat. But I eat healthy. In the sense that there is a time where I think one should start eating which you feel suits your body and which you don't put your body under too much pressure. The cheat days, there's not like one cheat day, but weekends, and we're normally eating out, so weekends is always the time. But otherwise on a normal basis, I'm through the week when I'm working or running around with the kids and stuff, I'm pretty careful of what I do. I had to put on a little weight during Daman. Earlier on it was the absolute no makeup look kind of a thing, and the latter half of the film where they wanted to show me much older, like into my 50s and 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, that time I had to put on weight, and I happily did so because I just let go and but then coming back to shape is the difficult part. I think some things are physically impossible, so I don't think I'll ever be able to get into a size 0 frame because my frame is not cut out to be a size 0. I have a broad bone structure, so I'm not really petite. So, to a certain extent, no, I think that's kind of setting off an unhealthy trend because in a way that, I've seen young kids trying to emulate, and what happens is they go on these really crazy diets where the foundations then are not strong, and I feel one should to a certain extent accept your body type. Yes, be healthy and be fit for sure, but not to a certain extent where you're developing anorexia nervosa or bulimia or these kind of diseases where they don't have a natural growth. And then if you'll notice, a lot of girls, the minute they touch their late 20s or something, they start losing hair, their skin becomes bad because you are what you eat. So definitely your body is made for a certain amount of food. It's made for a certain reason, to have what you're supposed to have. So I don't think one should push it that much. I mean, see, science has gone ahead by leaps and bounds, and to a certain extent, as long as something is not harmful for you, and see, it's a general thing, it's an individual thing. I cannot comment on it. I would like to leave myself natural as long as I can, and go with it. But it's exactly, nowadays it's become like coloring your hair. I've heard there are kids at the age of in their 20s already doing these things, in 24, 25, 23-year-olds experimenting with not colors, I'm talking about Botox and things like that. So I mean, guys are doing it, young girls are doing it, but I think that it has to be age appropriate. There has to be a certain you can't keep filling up yourself with plastic at such a young age. That's what I feel. I feel you should be natural as much as you can. I don't have a mantra, so to speak, but I take it as it comes, in the sense that I believe in living healthy, not starving, because that does not pay you, that affects you all over, whether it's your hair, your skin, your eyes, everything. Eat healthy, be fit, that is what I believe in, kind of. Now that is a tough one, to motivate yourself to, especially when you've taken a break and you've got to hit the gym back again. That is when you need to really push yourself and say, no, I've got to do it, I've got to start. Like, for example, now I've had a long gap, I've not gone to the gym for a while, I've just been traveling in here and there. But I have to get back to it, and I think that's what should motivate you, is to look at yourself every day and say, okay, fine, now I've got to get back there.